Hey everyone, this is Chris the Enforcer Vasquez, and you're listening to Comic Clowns Podcast. You can find us on Facebook, Gab Radio Network, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, Twitch TV, and various other podcast streaming programs. And don't forget to submit your ideas for Enforcers Edibles. And as always, Hail Hydra!
Are you ready? You think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Comic Clowns Podcast. This is Bruce War Chief Hoover.
Mark the Dwarf Kokiachuk.
Chris the Enforcer Vasquez.
Kyle the Cooch Cookenbecker.
And Nick the Minuteman Clark.
And here's the kicker, like right now, if like you just switched seats, that would have been right in line and perfect.
It would have been, yes.
I don't care.
Yeah, he likes his we know you don't care. You like the chair.
Screw your symmetry.
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't say that to Death the Kid. He'll kill us all.
Only like three of us got the joke.
Damn it.
It's Kyle goes shifty eyes on us in the corner.
That's nerd talk, isn't it?
How's everybody else doing today now? I mean, like we got through one cast recording today. It's been hell of a morning so far.
It has been. It has been.
Afternoon.
That's what I said.
Afternoon.
It's kind of like 3.
From what I
The
understand,
viewer doesn't know.
from what I understand, we are all exhausted from this
Life?
Yeah, from life just draining us.
Just from life in general at this point. Like,
I got harassed by a ginger today. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
no, you got
You
harassed.
deserve that.
You got harassed by all of us.
Yeah, that too.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. But yeah, you'll get over it, right? You'll learn. You'll live.
There's food at home. I'll be all right.
God, you need to get closer to that microphone again because you are not producing anything again.
All right, we're still good.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll just keep editing you out per usual. It's you're like the bassist of the group, you know. We just edited you out and no one ever notices, unless it's Korn, and then everyone notices. So we told ourselves we'd come back here and we would talk about some DLC talk down the line. That's my fault for forgetting things, I guess, in junk and rescheduling, because now we got another interview next week after I get back from a wedding, which is like 5.5 hours away. So I'll come right back here and we'll do another recording, whether you show up with Crystal or not. Oh, well. That's on you. Because I'm not riding with you. So,
I know that.
So we'll come right back here, and we got the Optimistic, the guy I keep telling everyone to find. I'll get you the real Facebook page when I can next, so you can understand who he is and what he does. He represents, Gamers Fighting Depression. We'll be interviewing him for next week.
All right.
But for this week, we were going to talk about something that's near and dear to our wallets, hearts, and that's DLC. And DLC to me falls in like a couple different places because it all, to me, it stems around the same problem in
And
some situations.
What does DLC stand for? What is the...
Anyone?
Downloadable content.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, like,
I was honestly expecting a smile.
Shut up and take my money.
Shut up and take my money.
I'll start from like before we get to DLC, like something first that irritates us.
Okay.
Day one patches.
Yes.
Oh, man.
There it is. There was the face here. Kyle, how long did it take you before you could play Final Fantasy 15 when you got it?
The next day.
Yeah, because how many gigs was that download again?
9.6, I think.
That is
9.6.
9.6
Yeah,
gigs.
it was massive.
Holy crap.
And that tells us that they dropped a game that wasn't ready.
Yes.
Like,
Terribly unready.
Wasn't Event Horizon Zero 13 gigs?
I don't know. I never played it.
Event Horizon's a movie.
No, Horizon Zero.
Horizon Dawn?
No, it was like a gig, if that.
Okay.
I played it within an hour.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but like games like this are just, it's still a gig. That's still a gig download that you have to download from somewhere because they went, let's push this game and then find the defaults or find the faults in everything. Like, why do you think people are being allowed to do this? Like, where did our standards go for gaming that we just want to push something out?
For the gaming, are you talking about our end as the consumer or
I mean, 'cause
their
we're
end
still
as the
buying
game?
it. We know it's coming, but we're still buying it.
True, we are still buying it. You know,
the hard answer? Play the Xbox One, the original Xbox. When that first came out, Xbox Live enabled everyone to have patching live instead of, if anybody remembers Halo 2,
Yes.
they actually had DLC disc you could actually buy for maps.
Oh man.
Oh, that's right.
That was the end of it. That was the first time they did it, and then they realized we can just download the maps directly to your Xbox. Yeah, that means we can download the patches directly to your system. So anything we don't like, we can change on the fly. After that happened, it was downhill for everybody because every game I ever downloaded after that had a patch come out of nowhere. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
So you're saying that the PC? So you're saying that PC didn't do it first? It was actually
No, PC has always had patches. That's why everyone who ever played PC laughed their ass off at everyone when they started bitching about patches.
Patches,
Like,
gotcha.
oh, I wonder how that feels. Keep telling me more.
Oh, right.
This is Al Gore's fault for inventing the internet.
But we forgive him for the porn.
Oh, yeah, God. I mean, God, you'd never get laid if it wasn't for porn.
She recovers.
That's why that left arm, baby. But I mean, like in general, like our standards for games, because we still buy it and we know it's going to come, and all we do is complain about it. Like, there's nothing we can honestly do about it.
No.
But like,
Unless we stop playing video games.
Exactly.
You shut your whore mouth.
I mean, we could, but let's face it, we're not.
We're not. Yeah.
Can we, though?
Can we?
Go back to D&D. No patches necessary.
Errata.
They keep coming out with new editions.
Homebrews?
Yes.
Patch.
That's not a patch.
Or
a new
you-
edition is an expansion, and expansions are okay.
Or you make the attempt to actually create your own, console, but then get automatically shot down by every other company. I mean, not a huge stretch, but an impossible one.
But I mean, like it's I don't know, like those things, like that's just the start. That's just like that's the foundation
It
of the
is.
fucking problem.
Day one patches.
Day one patches, like I should not have a day one patch.
No.
No,
I
you shouldn't.
There should not be a day one patch. There should be something else. Like there should be like, hey, a welcome screen. As
Yes.
soon as I put the damn game in, that's what I should be expecting to see. Maybe an installation bar. Fine, that's cool. You need to put game data onto the system so it runs smoother. Fine. You know what? That innovation was smart. I'll give you that.
Still sucks.
It still sucks. It does, but it makes sense. Like I mean, PCs have done it forever. We still need the game to run, but like we still need we want to install on your system. So like there's certain parts that can load faster.
Yep.
Kyle, anything else you want to add to that little situation?
For day one patches, no, just stop.
Just
Finish. Do what Nintendo did with Breath of the Wild. That's the perfect example. That game was delayed 15 months.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were not ready to release it and said they will not release a day one patch.
amen.
Good for them. Yes. I like
Now a
that.
day two patch, on the other hand,
I think they waited like a month and a half, but
I mean,
not the
a
point.
day two patch to be like, it's like, oh, by the way, we didn't really notice this when you guys were playing it for the first day. Something kind of came up in the beginning there that we need to fix real fast that we did not notice in time.
now let's go back. Let's take one more step back, and this would be the cake pan. I'm assuming now that I'm going one more step back. Pre-orders.
Pre-orders.
Now, pre-orders, I don't mind. Pre-orders are cool. Hey, I remembered a game I want to get. I'll pre-order it. Awesome. Oh, I get a new jacket for doing that? What's the jacket do? Makes me look cool. Hey, you know what? That's a bonus for me actually wanting your game. That's bad. I have Batman statues sitting upstairs that got from pre-ordering. Awesome. That's really fucking cool. I enjoy that. You get Darkseid. Wait, time out. Wait, I can only get this if you're strong-arming me to come get your game, even if I don't want to, because I may want that character.
Right.
Tekken 7 did the same thing with a demon chick I can pay $5 to go get now. That I don't want to do. I didn't want her then. I don't want her now.
Yeah.
So that means I have to. It's a pay-to-win system. Final Fantasy 14 did it as well for the online. You pre-ordered it. You got an onion helmet, which increased experience gain for you going through the first levels.
Yeah.
nice.
At the early levels. I'm like, really? Time out. Hold on. Now, it's like WoW. If WoW decided to say pre-order the expansion and we'll give you flying immediately. Because flying right now is
They
impossible.
didn't do that. That's
No,
crazy.
no,
talk.
they haven't done that yet. They've given you a level 100 so you could actually get to the expansion. Like, which is fine, because, like, hey, maybe I want to play a different class, but God knows I've been playing the same content for fucking 5 years, or for 6 years now, and I don't want to go through fucking Eastern Plaguelands one more fucking time, or the Outlands, here's a level 100. Now you know what it feels like. But the thing with that right there they did that I did enjoy, if you bought their expansion, was they didn't allow you to use that 100 on a character you hadn't already raised up to past 60.
Nice.
You had to have a level 60 on the server to get that level 100.
Oh,
that means you played the original content.
Yes, you can have this item, but
But you have to pay. You're paying for it. We're going to give it to you, but you have to show that you actually want to do this, that you've actually
Exactly.
grinded the early levels. Chris did it. Chris had to get to level 60 before he could bank on his 100.
Oh my god, that was rough.
Hey, like we did it. Like I still have like a level 100. I'm like, hey, I have a shaman, but I have like a level 110, level 112 or something like now, and I'm like, so it didn't bother me. If I went to a different server to use it, I'm like, because you don't have it on this server, you can't use it. I'm like, you know what? I can respect that, but I can go back to my original server because I want to rank a shaman, but I really don't want to go through this. Boost me to 100. Fantastic. I'm happy where I'm at.
So when you so we're basically saying like when you pre-order a video game, it's great that like, oh yeah, you got this early. Here's a special costume for your character to represent to everybody else that you got it before.
Yeah,
they
that's
did.
great.
That's great. But then when they do come out with the fighting games or Call of Duty, anything like that, if you pre-order it, you get the special gun that actually does a ridiculous amount of damage. But you could only get it if you pre-order it now.
Exactly.
Like Naruto's a fighting game. I got a freaking amiibo out of the deal. I got like a small. I didn't get an amiibo. I got a small little
Funko
figure.
Pop.
I got a little Funko Pop. It's a golden Funko Pop.
Okay.
That's what I got. And I got a poster. And then Naruto got a Goku costume. Like because
Right.
in Xenoverse, Goku got a Naruto costume.
Yeah.
So it was a cool thing they did between their games. I'm like,
Right.
that's pretty cool. Like I got a freaking Goku statue sitting upstairs. I'm like that stuff's neat.
All right, but we're going to talk about bad deal or bad pre-order stuff.
Bad pre-order stuff. Yeah.
Let's talk about Star Wars Battlefront, where if you pre-ordered, they gave you the DL-44, aka Han Solo's blaster, the gun that shoots faster than every other gun,
Right.
does more damage than every other gun,
Right.
and shoots farther than every other gun.
It makes you shoot first.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless there's a Rhodian involved.
God.
Nerds.
Oh, okay.
But no,
So-
like think about it. That's a pre-order item that you start off with a prestige level weapon.
Yeah.
How is that fair by
not.
any
It's
metric?
not.
It's not fair. And that's our problem.
And
right
then,
now.
and then they bitched at the players for complaining that the game was unbalanced.
Well,
It's like we're saying it's unbalanced. Well, you just can't play the game, guys. I know what your problem is.
So we got the crust, we got the cake pan, we got the crust, we got the game. Any taboos in the game right now? Anybody got anything they want to add to here? Nick, go right ahead.
We went from pre-orders. We went from day one patches. Let's go to the real crux of what pisses everybody off. Day one DLC.
Yeah.
Those are sprinkles in my world, but I'll take it.
Are the sprinkles the size of human hands?
Yes, day one DLC. We talked about this a little while before.
I know you just bought the game, but by the way, there's a missing quest in this game for you. If you want it, you can actually pay for like $20.
No, not
But wait,
even that.
But wait a minute, I just bought the game for $60.
Marvel Infinite.
Oh,
the
this
new
is a
game
great
that's
one.
just coming out. It's Ultron Sigma is the big bad storyline driven villain.
Yes.
Sigma, day one DLC, not part of the game. Can't play him unless you buy him.
Yep.
Not a pre-order. Day one,
Buy.
gonna guess
DLC buy.
$5 DLC.
Day one DLC. That doesn't make any sense.
He should have already been part of the game, and
That-
you have to
yeah,
earn
you
him by
own the-
beating certain levels.
Amen. Like unlocking Shang Tsung or like Goro in Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah.
How did you get him? You beat the damn game.
Yes.
That's how you got stuff.
You have to be
didn't-
good.
Day one DLC. So
Or
if that's the
later on-
case,
or even later on DLC. But if it's day one DLC, that means we already know we're going to hold this off from you, and we're going to make you pay for it
Yep.
the day you buy this game.
all
And
right.
it's probably going to
Yeah.
be overpowered.
So let's hit on DLC. Let's just go like right to the crust and the freaking
The meat
like,
and potatoes.
The meat potatoes in this weird shit pie that we have started to build here because my references and analogies have gone right to hell with you people.
It's pretty bad now.
It's pretty.
I don't like this pie.
It's gone from like a
No.
delicious cake to a freaking like a chicken pot pie that nobody wants. A shit chicken pot pie.
Nah, that's
Say
a
chicken
soup
pot-
sandwich, man.
This is
Soup
steak and
sandwich.
kidney
No,
pie.
no, no. I still
delicious.
have everything, but no, I said it's a crap chicken pot pie.
Steak and kidney pie.
Yes, it's pretty much if like no, I got nothing on this one. I had something.
Dwarven
So
cooks?
I had something to make fun of Nick, but I was gonna let
Really?
it go.
I was just like, we had the one British listener like
rocks.
really surprised. He's like, oh, we're talking about my food now.
It's like, oh, here we go. All right, so let me go ahead. Like, we'll talk about DLC now. Fighting game DLC,
the worst.
because this has to. We have to spawn this into different departments.
You're right.
Because there's fighting games, there's button mashers, then there's RPGs, and then there's like we can go from horrible ideas to actually good ideas.
Yes.
Because we can start fighting game, do horrible and bad, horrible and good.
And there's platformer DLC.
And platform as well. We can keep going. Like this is where this gets mad. Let's talk about DLCs for like Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5, or no, in Street Fighter 5 like right now DLC. The DLC they did bad. Holiday costumes.
Yep.
$2.99 to dress up Ken as Santa Claus. Why? Why is that a DLC?
It's for festive stuff.
Why is it not an unlockable?
Because they want you to pay for the lull.
I don't want the lull. No one wants the lull. There's some people who do want the lull. So I know there's a couple out there who want the lewds because there's like a Miss Santa Claus and Yuri. And I saw that picture, and my first thought was, why is this not on my wall yet from some people I know? No, don't even look that direction. Look like somewhere in Indiana. But that was stupid. That was horrible. It should be an unlockable item, like
Right.
like Overwatch did. Like play the game, get the stuff.
Right.
But then Kyle told me about how you could somehow get some of the DLC characters using in-game
Yes.
content, in-game currency that you earned. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 did that the best on the Dreamcast. They had a 64-person roster. You had access to 32. Beat the game, earn the money, buy the character you wanted.
Right.
Awesome. I think that is fantastic. There's only one exception to this rule, though, right now, and that is Tekken 7. And the reason I say that is this. For those who don't know, Street Fighter and Tekken have had like a working relationship. Street Fighter and FBB would be Bandai and Capcom have had a working relationship in the past.
Yes.
So they had Street Fighter Cross Tekken in the past. So they were supposed to make a Tekken Cross Street Fighter, but they realized that Street Fighter Cross Tekken didn't really do so well. But they still wanted to put a Street Fighter character into, because putting the like fighting mechanics of a Tekken fighter into Street Fighter was really fun to play.
Right.
Because like Jin was amazing that way. And so was Kazuya and Hayachi because the moves were so much crisper, so much faster.
Yes.
But now they took Akuma and put him into Street Fighter 7. He has
Broken.
He has the same moves.
So broken.
But it's so much more difficult to do them because everything comes
Yeah.
out a lot slower.
Yes.
So they made a difference here. Now, DLC characters for that. Now, it's a fighting game, and like I said, it's bad to do that. Bad to like unlock characters. If you own the rights to those characters.
Yes, completely agreed.
Completely, that's where things go down. Like Marvel's Capcom, the two companies that are in this game, they already own the fucking rights to these characters. You own them, just put them in.
Right.
Like you can do that. That gets you play time. That gets you Evo time. That gets you everything you want. Just put them in. At Evo, they released that Tekken 7 was getting Geese Howard. Now, I had a boner. All right, because I love King of Fighters. King of Fighters is owned by SNK.
Yes.
So this could lead to, I'm talking, a whole bunch of. Jesus Christ, Nick.
What is happening?
Your whole thing's falling down. That's why it's
Apparently.
making this noise.
No, it's the top part of the microphone's not held in right now. So
So we do it this way.
thank you, Kyle. But
Watch us. Yeah, watch us struggle with the.
Pardon the
equipment here.
technical
Sorry, guys.
difficulties.
sorry about that. So we ended up. So they Geese Howard, King of Fighters, owned by SNK. Now he'll be a DLC character. Most people are like, oh, but you said that's bad. I'm like, well, there's the thing.
That's different.
It's not day one released.
Right.
Now, I don't know what happened in the background. So they could have been in talks with Bandai to get that character.
Yes.
If that's the case, well, then Bandai says, okay, you pay me this much money and you can have the rights to use Geese Howard. And if it becomes popular, I will give you more rights to play characters like Terry Bogard or Rock Lee or anybody, or Kyo or anybody from that series. And like that could be a thing.
That'd be amazing.
But in order to do that, they need to fund it. So if I pay you for Geese, how am I going to make money off of something that's already been sold?
Right.
I have to do a DLC for it to make up the profits that I just lost for paying a different company.
So that I can give my consumers the opportunity to play these characters.
Exactly. So that one I don't mind. But it's
No.
people like when you're doing Marvel's Capcom Infinite, but Capcom already owns Sigma or Injustice 2.
Oh, Injustice 2 is the worst.
That's it right there. You own all these characters.
$6 for one character.
DC, you own the characters. Why are you making me pay for them? Make me play
we
the
will.
game. I haven't
Because-
bought the damn game yet.
I haven't bought the game
No.
yet either.
No.
But people want Jason Todd. People want Starfire.
Yes, we understand that, but those are people that are like
It's-
trying to get a hype here that should.
It's basically free money for them.
Yes.
If you can
It's
hear the
sad.
creaks in the background, Nick is still fucking with his microphone.
It's
not
sad. It
stable.
really is, but it's free money for them.
I get that it's free money for them, but it's still
It's wrong.
It's robbery.
It is,
It's
but-
robbery at this point. You're taking advantage of people's fandom
Yes.
over greed here. It's like, what's going on? Why can't you just like accept the fact that we make a crap ton of money based on the pre-orders and people just buying the game regularly.
That's telling people not to work off capitalism and work off morality.
Crack addicts get free
I'm sorry. I thought it gets to the point where, hey, my capitalism is already sufficient enough. Now my morality
Not in
actually
this country.
Well, that's some horseshit.
Crack addicts get free methadone to come down off their high to rehab. Nerding is more expensive than drugs.
It truly, truly is.
You know what their logic is? We chose this life.
Exactly.
I know.
All right.
Well, so did a crackhead, but
Where's my nerd rehab?
I know. Where's my nerd rehab?
It's called Comic-Con.
I don't really want rehab. I'm good where I'm at.
But I could get free shit.
But okay, so I guess we
wins
move
this
on.
one.
Would that be a free
it does.
DLC then?
Yes.
So I mean, so we get past that then, and like that's what. Go ahead.
If we're going to talk about good DLC, this is going to
Are you staying in the fighting game realm?
kind of.
Are you
What? Well, okay. What's
It's
kind
not
of?
okay. We're still saying fighting games.
just fighting game?
Yeah,
I'm
fighting
not a
games.
huge fighting game guy, so I don't know all the minutia of all the fighting systems. But don't make a paid DLC character OP. That seems to be an
Okay.
issue.
Okay.
Like
That's true.
like
I do
if
agree.
If you got the pre-order version of Darkseid, you can't fight Darkseid in comp on Injustice. He is the most overpowered character. I've ever
No,
seen.
I've watched like 20 people wreck them. It's been not like no problem.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched too many people
That
wreck
guy-
them.
then the guy I was watching then apparently is really damn good.
He's probably good because I watched like Maximilian Dude play a character that he's never played before and just destroy Darkseid.
Damn. Because I watched this guy just go through an entire comp range, even against like the top 5 Harley players. It was just sad to watch.
That guy was good. But all right, let's move over to like button mashers for a second.
Okay.
Because there's no okay DLC for this one for me.
Oh no.
Like I'm gonna go straight to the game that touches like 3 of our hearts, bare minimum, which is
give a good
Dynasty
example.
Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors.
That's
Yes.
my thing.
Love that game.
I love Dynasty Warriors.
Love it.
I'm not paying $5.99 to look like Dynasty Warriors 3 Lubu.
No.
It's just not going to happen.
I hate when they do that because I was
But
like,
if you
oh,
go
what's
to-
this,
if
what's
you
this
go-
next DLC? Oh, look like Dynasty Warriors 3. No, come on.
Go to the add-ons right now on
Or-
the PS4, and that's what you're gonna get.
Dynasty 3 or Dynasty Warriors 3 weapons.
No, come on. Really?
Yeah,
Really?
That's what you can get is some of the customizable weapons for the old days. But it's like
Or red
why-
hair for free.
For
Instead of having to earn him.
That was a lot of work, Dan.
That was a lot of work.
100 matches inside of skirmish, inside of conquest mode.
And if you screw up,
man.
and if you screw up
Straight.
once,
Was
you
it
didn't
you,
get them.
you did that one for the first time? Oh my god.
Rough.
that
But
was
it was
God.
so fun.
It was so worth it though with that red hair.
How do you get?
wasn't it?
Yeah, how do you get red hair? Oh, you got to play it on this
download 'em.
level, which is super hard, and then you got to do it on this level, where you have to conquer this area,
You know, you had
kill this certain amount of
You
enemies.
had to do 99 conquest modes in a
Yeah,
row.
and make sure that you have to slaughter these individuals in this order with this type of move.
God,
So,
that's the PlayStation 1
do
era
you
stuff.
Do amiibos count as DLC?
Yes, I would count
Because you have to go out and buy somewhere ranging from like $10 to $30 for an amiibo,
You can't.
and it gives you something in the game. You can play the game without the amiibo, except with a few exceptions of.
but don't
like-
you love the Power Glove?
It's so bad.
I mean, that's the way I consider. I consider that an add-on.
That's what I mean.
That's like it's kind of like
Because I
I-
go back to Breath of the Wild to get
I saw
Epona.
that, Yeah.
You have to have one of the 3 or Link amiibos.
Right. I guess
So-
it technically would count then.
All right, so you were talking about button mashers, which means we're talking about Dynasty Warriors, which means we're talking about the company who does Dynasty Warriors, Toei, who, if you ever seen the Attack on Titan game, has what I would call the most egregious DLC in the entire history of DLC.
Really?
It's a big claim.
When the extra story missions, not story missions, it's just skirmish missions you can do. There's 3 packs of those, $6 a piece. That sounds a little pricey, right?
Yeah.
Button up your butthole. Because guess what? You want a costume pack for the 3 main characters? They have 17 costume packs, each one $15.
What the hell?
Holy
You want the summer outfit for they can look like they're wearing taiko drums? $15.
Why?
You want Levy walking around with his little cleaning gear on? $15.
Why? Why would I want to spend $15 on a look for a character in a video game?
And 17.
I
different-
direct that question straight to Chris. Mr. Customization is the only reason I ever buy a video game.
Is this your fault? Is this
What have you done to
I do
us?
blame you.
Whoa,
We
whoa.
blame you now.
No, can't blame me for that.
Really?
Yes, I can.
Yes, we can.
ProTags did this to us.
What?
No. Just Chris in general.
Just Chris.
Chris.
And anybody like enjoys customization so much.
Yeah, I do enjoy customization, yes.
But have you-
I don't
Did you do the math,
constantly
though?
try to buy out everything so I can make it as crazy looking as possible.
Right.
Did you do the math though real
But
fast?
we're talking about the extreme.
I suck at math.
16 different DLCs, $15 each. How much money is that?
Kyle?
Go fuck yourself. It's like it's like $240.
$240 for all the costumes.
And not even for everybody, just the 3 main characters.
Just the 3 main characters?
You have 8 other characters you can play with. Sasha doesn't get anything.
That's robbery.
Sasha should have potatoes.
It's only robbery if you pay for it.
Exactly. But that's
it.
what Toei does. Go look through all their rosters.
It's robbery
They're
just for it to be
DLC.
suggested.
But people are buying it.
They are. It's the sad part.
It's participated robbery, just like
Because it's levy.
just like
It's assisted robbery.
assisted robbery along with like assisted slavery.
Damn. That's a bold claim, Cotton.
It's pretty much almost the equivalence here.
All right. I mean, I guess the point we're trying to get at here is the fact that Kyle, you've always said it. I'm gonna let you say it the best. What is DLC? What should it be?
What should it be? It should add on to the main story. So I should be able to buy a game, play it all the way through, and not need the DLC. It should almost be like releasing an expansion pack like they did back in the day for computer games. I don't know if they still do.
They do.
I don't know if they still call them expansion packs.
They do.
You don't
just
need to
StarCraft?
whisper.
Is it just StarCraft?
No.
No.
But
WoW. Still.
Oh, yeah, those are.
Freaking Hearthstone does it all the time. Hearthstone has just came out with the Frozen Throne expansion.
That's true. They did.
And every class now gets their own metamorphosis hero. So if you're playing a shaman, you get Dark Seer freaking Thrall.
Video games still continue to do expansion packs.
Dynasty or Destiny tried to do it and failed horribly.
Right, they did. But
yeah, it doesn't work so well on
consoles.
no, not on consoles. But PC games, yeah, they do have expansion packs.
Okay.
But when it comes to console games, DLCs are just really destroying.
All right.
The industry is gaining from it, but it's destroying.
Put your damn hand
fandom.
down, boy.
I'll explain why when it's up in a second when you're done.
I'm just saying it's destroying fandom and consumers wanting to purchase games because now everybody's starting to get hesitant, going well, I might as well wait to see what they're coming out with so I can actually save up the money to actually see what if I actually want to buy anything on this game.
Yeah.
Well, then your pre-orders are. The game cost me $60. Now, if I want this pre-order, it's $90.
Right.
Or in the new Assassin's Creed, it's $800.
Why?
Because they're giving you drawn-out maps, which used to come into an instruction manual.
Yeah.
They're giving you a statue, nothing for in-game,
Just a statue.
but they still have an $800 option for pre-order.
It's not even a good statue.
Here's the thing, with some of that, there's one good. I looked up what some good DLCs were. I've heard mixed reviews on some of the Fallout DLC.
Yes.
One bad one, I forgot what it was called, but the good one was Nuke World.
Nuka World was good.
Nuka World I heard was great. But one I have never heard anything bad about so far was Witcher 3 Blood and Wine.
Yep.
It's a complete expansion, expanding on an already amazing game that is about vampires and alcohol.
Yep.
And it's The Witcher.
And it's The Witcher.
And it's The Witcher, boobs and everything. Let's go.
We're going to talk about a game that did DLC right, which unfortunately the way it did DLC made what we have to deal with today would be Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 had 2 systems of DLC. 1, we'll release stuff and you pay for it. You don't need it if you don't want it. 2, if you pre-order the game, we gave you a Cerberus card, which is going to give you free DLC.
I got the Cerberus card.
Yeah. Remember that stuff?
I do.
It's Mass Effect, so no.
Okay.
It was.
But the DLC, you didn't need any of the DLC in the game. All of it was completely optional.
You
but
technically-
everybody who ever played it loved the DLC. There was no bad DLC for Mass Effect 2.
You technically didn't need any of it, but in order for you just to have an expanded story, I bought all the DLCs for all the Mass Effects because, yes, I'm guilty of it, but it wasn't that it was going to give me a boost of anything. It was because it was expanding the story for me.
Black Hole Gun.
Let me go ahead and ask the three of you
God.
on couches for a second. Good DLC versus bad DLC. Now that being said, Mass Effect 3 ended.
You go to hell.
And you deafened Kyle.
Which time?
My point exactly.
Okay, we're talking about story DLC. Mass Effect Andromeda.
Here's the thing. No, fuck that. That wasn't my
That was
question.
DLC to fix what they did wrong.
Okay, so
This is me saying Mass Effect 3 ended and 1,000 cries of nerds just went out across the world, and I heard Chris punch a wall or tried to break the space-time continuum. I don't know. He was mad.
Chris, what was your reaction when you played the game the first time without them fixing it?
It's not a fix. It's the way they wrote the story. Now, is that being said, is that Leviathan, like that ending change, is that worth it? Was that supposed to be good DLC or bad DLC?
Okay,
was it
first
worth
off-
paying for that ending that you wanted?
Actually, I'm going to say this right now. The Leviathan did nothing for the ending.
It was just a side mission.
Only,
My bad. I said it wrong. And I
Yeah,
backed up.
it only created the fact of where the Reapers originally came from and helped you understand what things were going on.
Was that even necessary?
Actually, it was. It helped me understand what the hell was going on to make a better decision in the end.
I never got that.
Really?
DLC.
You made a decision? There was a decision to be made?
Yes, there was a decision to be made.
DLC conversation, not Mass Effect conversation.
Yes, but here's the thing. The DLC, when I played the first game around, was so disappointed because it crapped out. It was the worst. It was like the worst ending I had. When they fixed it and said, here's the DLC for it, I went, shit, I need to get it because I want a better ending. So what did I do? Guy got the ending.
Kyle?
How much was that DLC?
$30.
Now, you just paid for half a game
I
to
know.
fix what, the last 5-10 minutes of the game for
Yes.
storyline?
Yes, I know. It was not really worth my buy, but
I'm just saying, did they
Chris?
do this on purpose
Probably.
to make another $30 from every fucker that bought this game?
probably. I'm
Actually,
pretty sure probably.
when I started playing Mass Effect and I finally got to game 3, and then I found out about that DLC ending, it was free.
Yeah, Chris, it was free because we picked up that like awesome collector's edition onto PS4 originally.
I did.
I didn't know that.
Okay, mine.
Now,
PS3
couldn't you just
Xbox.
YouTube the ending?
Yeah, Xbox 360. Pay for everything.
Yeah.
No joke. Yeah, it was $30.
So
to-
no,
to
but
get that
but do
ending.
you qualify that as worth it? Because we're talking about like DLC being like it's supposed to complete, it's supposed to add on to a completed game already. And did it do that, or did it fix what they thought some story writer thought was good, but you people couldn't handle it, so they wanted to make money off of you, and then you just poured money right back into their pockets.
Either way, I still feel
And then
feel
they-
cheated. I felt cheated either
And
way.
now they're like releasing the anthem, and you guys are even more mad.
I felt cheated. I felt
That's
cheated
my line.
in two
I played
ways.
Andromeda. I am cheated.
I felt cheated in 2 ways. One, they didn't give me the ending that should have been the ending. Second, they made me pay more just for an ending that I still wasn't fully satisfied with because it still left untold. Like, it didn't go anywhere. It still didn't answer what I wanted.
So
was he indoctrinated? What the hell happened?
Okay, we don't care. I mean, that wasn't the good idea.
that's-
Good DLC or bad DLC. That was the only question.
I'm giving you the answer. You're just not listening.
No.
It wasn't worth
Mark,
it.
There you
Mark,
go.
There you
shut
go.
up. Shut up for once. Okay, just shut up. It was a bad DLC. You didn't need to go into that giant explanation.
He got it. No, that was it. He got
That was
it.
a very bad DLC.
All right, good cut. Good cut.
Good cut, guys. That was awesome. All right.
Yay, team.
Damn.
Hate you all.
We
No, you hate Howard.
Bye, Mark.
you hate BioWare.
No, I hate
Bastards.
All right, but that wasn't the point. The point was supposed to be, and obviously trigger moment there for a minute.
Yes.
I pushed a button with that question. Wow, and it came out of the person I least expect. I actually expected the middle part to really
didn't.
go off.
EA. No, I knew he was going to go off.
He'd have to be
I had-
able to enunciate a response towards
We
that.
love him though. All right, what's the worst DLC you ever paid for, Chris?
Honestly, I don't.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap! I silenced the room. Everyone leaned back and looked like the damn thinker statue on that one. Holy shit!
That's a philosophical question.
That's rough.
I don't know if I've
Yeah.
ever actually only DLC I've actually purchased that I didn't already have money for, that I didn't have a PlayStation wallet set aside for, that from purchasing a game beforehand was the Necromancer pack, and I'm still 50-50 on that.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed playing the crap out of the Necromancer pack, and I did enjoy the extra realms they added so far, and me playing as one, getting $15 for one character, good DLC.
Bad price point.
$10 probably should have been better for it,
Right.
But hey, I enjoyed it still. So if that's the only and the worst, because everything else I picked up for free.
All right.
Like Naruto, all their optional support characters just became free after a while, so I just downloaded all of them for free. So I never paid for it.
I'm literally trying to remember a lot of different games that involve DLCs right now that I had no issues with. I'm trying to think of one I actually did. Crap.
I'm going to take it like for granted here that Mark's was Mass Effect 3.
Yeah. He already made his vote.
I made my vote.
If we could just cut that right there and put that like his rant
Splash
right
back
after that, like to hear.
He must go. His people needs him.
I need you to edit YouTube just like as soon as I ask that question, just have like the weird flashbacks over Mark's head, just as he looked, just Mass Effect, that right there.
Oh god, that'd be great.
That'd be
Little
awesome.
Vietnam background.
Thank you. It's like I really did hit a trigger button.
I
Shit.
see some
What you
things,
got?
man.
Okay, some people aren't going to appreciate me saying this, but the DLC storyline they did for BioShock Infinite.
Okay.
With Elizabeth as an older woman living in Rapture. Under the
okay.
Sea, I think it was called.
Okay.
The 3 chapters they did, the DLC added nothing for me. It just made it into its own little one-off, off-the-world story, and it was short.
Okay.
And that made it worse. Everyone's like, well, you can do so much. I'm back in Rapture. If I wanted to do that, I'll play the first 2 BioShocks, and it would be done better.
Like, Kyle, let me pose a question to you really quick, and let's see if you might be able to answer this. When do you think people should stop doing DLC and just come out with a new game? Now, because we said there are good DLCs, Witcher 3 being one of them, came out with Blood and Wine, and apparently was really good from every list that I've read so far. I just never played Witcher 3. I played Witcher 1 in 2000 when it first came out, and that was fun, but I never played the current ones. Now, if that's the case, if they're coming out with this good content and they're moving forward, when at some point could they just release a new game and be okay?
So with today, it's all about the season pass. You buy the season pass, you don't have to pay the ridiculous amounts of money. You're just paying like $20 up front. So the way Borderlands did it, which all Borderlands DLCs, in my opinion, are phenomenal DLCs because each map they're adding on adds on another 4 to 6 hours of gameplay. And it's usually 3 or 4 extra maps that they add on, which is a season. And that's when you go into, once your season pass expires, is when you should stop with DLC and start creating the next layer of game or go on to a new game. So if you're going to do a season pass, you have a year to release everything you want and then start working on your new game.
Oh, I was going to say, that being said, what's your best DLC you ever grabbed? Because I'm going with so far, like, I didn't get to finish it yet, but Tiny Tina's Dungeons and Dragons was really fun.
All the Borderlands 2, because that added Mr. Torque, Tiny Tina's.
The Dungeons and Dragons Adventure, that was awesome.
Yeah, all the Borderlands DLC have been the best DLC. It just adds so much more to the game.
Would you count the pre-sequel as DLC?
No, because it was an entire game.
Okay.
Do we count Star Wars Rogue One as a DLC? Because I had
A
to
lot of
pay.
money, yeah.
It's a flashback.
It's like I had to pay money to go see that one and add.
Paid $5.
I sure hope that Darth Vader doesn't do anything bad.
If they get those plans, God knows what he could do with that.
That's not DLC because you know what you're going into the second you buy, or before you even go into it.
I know what I'm doing when I buy a Dark Side DLC.
No offense, if that's the case, wouldn't like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 be DLC in that situation?
Yes.
Yeah.
They attempted to add on to an already
just the
pre-existing
remix.
story, which was just horrible.
It's just the remix. It's Guardians of the Galaxy
God.
1.5.
Oh, jeez. What about you, Chris? Worst DLC you ever grabbed, or best DLC you ever grabbed?
Best DLC? Honestly, I would have to give it to Xenoverse 2 for me. I would give it to Xenoverse 2 because I've actually enjoyed a lot of the game content they actually brought into it. It expanded the gaming times and all the playthroughs and stuff. Kind of actually made the game worthwhile to keep going on.
Okay. What's the best you've ever picked up then, Mark?
Right. We already know the worst. The best, let's see here. I would have to say, if it were anything that I played in the past, because nothing recent I've done made it worthwhile, because I haven't been really playing too many of the video games. I would have to say probably somewhere in the Fable series.
No, they did do a couple things.
They did-
Fable 3, I think it was. They
Yeah.
did a couple things off of.
Fable actually had some pretty good, DLCs to gain some stuff. Like here's an extra quest, just in case if you want to get some more experience points before you actually become the king and do all that stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, you know what? That'd be great because I want to actually see how well I can do compared than the last time I did.
What's your Kyle?
I got a quick thing after you give your for worst, but it's something
go
to add
ahead.
on to DLC.
I told you, I really don't touch DLC.
Microtransactions. The new Shadow of War game for the Mordor Shadow of War, the Legend or Lord of the
Shadow of
Rings,
War.
yeah, has microtransactions in console game for the Nemesis ladder.
I'm trying to understand how
Wait,
that even works.
what?
Yeah. so you can buy an orc army to follow you around
Oh,
instead of going around and enslaving them.
huh.
That's part of the fun.
I was gonna say, where's the fun in that?
I like touching
Because it's
orcs.
easy.
But I don't want easy. I want.
Who cares what you want?
So we're talking about Dead Space 3 then, huh?
Why?
Where you had microtransactions for everything in a survival game.
Why can't we just go back to the old school days of like, how did you get this character? I had to beat the boss in a
I was
specific
good.
way on this level.
Who here remembers Resident Evil 2 and how you unlocked the last 3 DLC, or not even DLC, just the last 3 chapters
I don't-
of Hunk and Tofu?
I don't remember. I didn't.
I don't remember how to do it, but I did
the
it.
most bullshit way in the game. Like you have to beat the game in 2 hours, no saves, no health packs.
Yeah, I've done it.
Okay, so I guess the crazy question is here: if you could pick a game,
Yeah.
Mark, out there that's been done, that completed, that you enjoyed, but get a DLC for like an extra story, which one would it be?
For an extra story?
Yeah, like because like I said, DLC is literally supposed to be adding on to a completed game. Well, here's the game; it's complete. But I wish there was more to it. I wish I could play more. What would you want to see added on? Like, what game would that be for you? Like that you put it down, you wanted to go back to it.
Oh God, there's so many. That's the problem. Crap. No, like that's a really hard question. That's not an easy question to answer.
Kyle smiled. He seems like he has an answer. What you got, Kyle?
What you got?
Divinity Original Sin.
Okay.
Yes, I would actually 100% agree with that.
I
Story.
mean, 2 is coming out. It's going to be about another year for
console.
console and all that, but the original, great game. Add more.
Gotcha.
Me and Kyle played it for like 60 hours. Trust me. Add more. Okay, keep going. Keep
About
going.
120.
Yeah, it was 120.
120.
But keep it going. Like add more. Like add a little bit more. Like it doesn't need anything else broken about it.
Right.
But like add more of the story in there so we can keep going and murdering towns. I mean,
Kill everyone.
kill everyone. Everything is EXP, even the cats.
Gotcha.
Kyle or Nick, excuse me.
All right, a game that would have DLC now.
No, a game
no.
that you finished that you wish could have DLC now.
Just like now, like today it comes out right now.
No, I meant
Like, just like it would have DLC in general.
like you wish you like if you finished Final Fantasy VII, you wanted to have more. Hey, here's a
Oh.
DLC for Final Fantasy VII.
Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Such a great game.
KOTOR
Yes, it
2,
was.
yes.
Yeah, 2.
Great.
One had some DLC, but no one remembers that.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, no.
I got both of them on the computer right now.
Yeah.
Chris,
Champions Return to Arms.
Actually, yeah. I would actually go with that game.
Really?
Well, yeah.
More dungeons.
Nice.
more
Nice.
dungeons.
More dungeons.
Mark, back to you.
Oh, man. There's just way too many, I think.
I got you, Chris.
Thank you.
You know, I would...
Back in your cave.
back in my team. You know, it has to be a mixture of things that I really wish had an extension or another DLC to add on to continue it. I don't even want to say Mass Effect 3 because like I've lost hope for it. It's just it made me so angry. But when it comes to like Dynasty Warriors, certain points I would actually like for them to expand a little further on. Like for example, like Dynasty Warriors 4, that was a great game. I felt like it was a little short, and I just need a little bit of extra right there towards the end when you actually finally conquered everything. It's like, oh yeah, you got a little video here and there. Well, here's another mission to
Yeah, I gotcha.
something like that. Just something simple, nothing too major.
I understand. I really don't got one right now besides Divinity. Like that, like we hit on that did hit home for me. Like the Batman games all flowed perfectly together for me. I don't really need the DLC. I don't really care about this. Quit raising your damn hand. I don't really care about the damn.
What is this class time? What's going on here?
Effectively, I don't really care about the Barbara Gordon storylines. I mean, maybe the Jason Todd wasn't bad to get to run around as him for a bit after you've already kicked his ass through an entire game. But like the Catwoman one wasn't necessary.
Okay.
Wait, that was Jason Todd? How dare you?
I know. Spoilers alert. Me and Kyle literally messaged each other at the same exact time going, why does this feel totally Jason Toddish right now? And he's like, then we both came back to each other. It's Jason Todd.
Gotcha.
And we were both beyond pissed off. Like we're like I love Red Hood and I love Jason Todd, but I wanted like something. I wanted a complete like OC for that game, and,
Gotcha.
you gave me what I already thought it was going to be,
Oh, okay.
and you
How
killed
about
it.
like Arkham City? Didn't that feel like it needed more DLC? Not the one-off Harley story that gave you.
No, it didn't. Arkham
It had more than just Harley.
Arkham City. Okay, here's it. Okay, not Arkham Origins. Not Arkham Origins.
What's that?
Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight, to me, were 3 very complete games. They added DLC to it just in case you wanted to do and play as a different character that wasn't Batman.
Oh, okay.
That's what the DLC. All the DLCs were that.
Play different characters instead
Like the
of
only
Batman.
time that they added on something to the DLC that like to make it different was when they ported it over to the Wii U, and then like, well, we got to get you to buy the Wii U, so not only will we give you Batman Arkham Knight, we'll give you shock gloves, and it's like PlayStation 4 losers or PlayStation 4 users are sitting there like, huh, losers, we didn't need those.
You need a power up to knock him out.
Yeah, it's like
Arkham Take Simulator.
Grand Theft Arkham. Grand Theft Arkham Tank Simulator. God, what a game that was! That was fun. I didn't care what it said. It was so much fun to run around as that tank sometimes.
Nice.
But
Non-lethal.
Well, yeah, not lethal. My happy ass. I ran that. Dude,
sleeping.
I ran that dude the fuck over.
They're just sleeping.
They're just sleeping. Shh.
I don't use guns. What is that? It's missile launcher. gun.
We don't use guns. Now this button controls the Gatling gun, the machine gun, the
Riot
rockets.
shotgun. So that says
But
gun.
I thought you said these didn't say guns. They're bat guns. Totally different.
Fires a beanbag at your head.
Bat bullets.
Bat bullets.
Batarangs.
I was like, all right, but I think that should about cover it right there. I mean, I had fun talking about that. Like, okay, so final thoughts on all this, guy?
Stop with DLC. All of it. Just give me new games.
Okay.
Keep going down the line.
Oh, you want to hear my opinion? Pay $5.
Our Patreon will be set up shortly, so you can fund that over.
It'll be available October 12th.
Honestly, DLCs are a huge rip, and it's just cheap at how we still go for it in the end, anyways.
Oh God. Look before you leap. Or sorry, not look before you leap. What's that word?
Do your research.
Do your research before you
YouTube
pay.
it.
Yeah, look it up first before you actually get it.
I mean, that being said, like, we did say DLC is bad, but we've also agreed that some DLC is good.
Yeah,
It can
is.
be done right.
It
can be done
right. Don't milk people for their money is effectively what we're trying to say.
Yes.
Give us
WWE.
a finished product.
Show some respect to your consumer, please.
Yes.
Nerding is fucking expensive.
Yes.
I know, and I don't want to pre-order every damn WWE game to get like Brock Lesnar,
Kurt
Chris.
Angle.
Honestly, that's like WWE games are honestly the one games that should not have any form of a DLC.
That being
Any
fuck
fighting
up.
game.
Any fighting game shouldn't. But like they have to patch it down.
I
but
said
yeah.
one of the.
Yeah, I mean, because like you get NXT superstars, so they should just add them in. Like,
Yeah.
update there should be a roster update like every month. Like, which one have you fired? Well, take them the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd
yeah.
be fun.
I know,
A
right?
living roster for your game. That
Oh,
just piss
yeah.
you off.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm in for that one. But,
That
Like
would
they've
be
discussed
nice.
trying to do for Madden.
all right. Last question. We are all hyped about Dragon Ball Z Fighters. What DLC do you think is going to come out for it?
Kai.
Makes everything faster.
Super fast. What about you?
It's gonna be GT stuff. We're gonna have GT Pan. We're gonna have GT Trunks.
Eh?
Skins.
Skins.
I would also say skins, most likely.
Skins. You think they're going to make us pay for Chi-Chi or launch?
Probably.
Just add them in there really quick.
Don't worry, he'll forget
Get
about
the
them.
chicks get the chicks package.
We do not want the chicks package. That's not how we want this.
I mean, I'm really hoping they don't do a lot of DLC. I really hope they just expand with the show. I mean, like they put Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan Teen Gohan in there, but I hope they put like Kid Gohan and like a whole bunch of other things. I hope they don't make that DLC. That'll anger me.
Oh yeah, that'd be terrible.
It's all DLC.
Or if they do, just give it to you for free. I'll be fine with that.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice too.
All you start off with is Goku, Vegeta. Everyone else you gotta buy.
Here's the thing: we already have a better roster than Infinite.
It's a true story.
Yeah, no one else complained. Like we only see like 8 characters, and we're like 6 characters, and we got Krillin and Trunks recently, and Piccolo, and we're still happier than Infinite's roster.
Do we have Yamcha?
Nope, no. Well, he's a stain on the wall in the background for most of that. All right.
Textures.
It's just a crater on the ground.
We get the Cybermen, and that's it. Like Cybermen versus Yamcha. Cybermen win. God damn it! All right. Once again, that's us for our DLC conversation. Hit us up. Tell us what you think about it. Don't forget to enter into our RAMENCON
Contest for a free badge.
giveaway. All right, and we'll see you guys at that when we're at our next panel. All right, this is Bruce War Chief Hoover.
Mark, the dwarf Kokiachik.
Chris, the Enforcer Vasquez.
Kyle, Darth Cooch Kokenberger.
And Nick the Minuteman Clark.
And as always, Hail Hydra.
Hail
Hydra.